Hey guys, and welcome back to Rames Games. We are here with more Stonehearth. By the way, I'm going to say Hearthstone like a million times, so don't worry about it. Without food in the oven, I have no reason to rush this video, so I'm not going to. I'm going to slow down the game a little bit while they go off and do whatever they're doing. And I'm going to explain a little bit more of it. So, while rushing, I may have skipped over a couple things, or may not have explained things thoroughly. In Stonehearth, your main goal is to survive if you're set to normal. Basically, every once in a while, you'll get an enemy encampment that spawns on the map, and you'll have to have things like a foot soldier to defend you. You get resources by chopping trees, or digging around through the ground, and then you take those resources and craft things with them, sell them if you get a trader. Usually you get a trader every day or every other day on average. Observational bias, I will say. And where you dig actually matters. So like I said, if you want to dig through the stone, where is it? It's behind the trees. If you want to dig through the stone, you're more likely to get ores than you would be if you were to dig through just the regular ground level, because you can see you just be digging through dirt instead of stone. As far as building goes, you have certain sorry, I just woke up. You have certain blueprints that start with a game. A large dining hall, which for some reason, alright, because I made that. This is a thing that I made to accommodate for basically 15 or so citizens. It bugged out, so I never got to actually finish it. It's also interesting to see that your player creations don't show up, but alpha. So the dining hall, it's just a small little building. You can see inside of it if you use that. It's the V key. Alright. Tiny cottage. It's just a one-person cottage. Shared sleeping quarters, which is what I built, has 4 beds inside of it, as you can see. They've already placed them. So that means 4 people can sleep. Actually, right now, I'll go ahead and plop another one down. Keep the roof apart 2 spaces. And as soon as they're done building that, which they actually are, you hit finished editing and build. Oh, if you wanted to, for the build menus, it's not, no, go away. I'll just choose this cottage for 2. You can place it down or remove it later. But for the building editor, you have materials for your roof and stuff. Your materials for anything are wood, stone, and clay bricks, which can be made using the potter, I believe. Furniture, so all the furniture you currently have in storage, you can choose to place in the blueprint, so when they build it, they will place it inside of it. That's how you get these beds already in here. They'll place those, it'll be grayed out like everything else, and they'll place those as you get them. Oh, you have to place things on a foundation. And it's funny because this is part of that blueprint, but whatever. You get your basic 4 walls in. And you'd want a door. Generally just a regular wooden door. The reinforced doesn't really do a whole lot. You have decorations, but the menu's not working. You can put down single blocks. This is how you would get to the top floor of something, if you really wanted to. Most people fail to realize this is a thing. So like, for instance, if I wanted to put a foundation here, hold on, let me redo all that. This is just a quick thing to show people who know about this game, but don't know how to do the whole cheese your way onto the second floor thing. You do like a 3x3, and then just stair step it down. It's literally that simple. And then once they build that, they'll be able to go upstairs. Oh, we're just gonna undo it anyways. And then you have a roof. This northwest, south, and east thing, you can turn off that cardinal direction, and it will turn off the slope. That's all that it's saying. So if you turn them all off, you have a flat roof. You can up your height. So if you have a flat roof, I guess it only works on either development builds or Rise Children. Hold on one second. Okay, I need to build another farm plot, it appears. We have like no food for whatever reason. But anyways, that's pretty much the basics of the building editor. I don't want to spend a whole lot longer on it. You can change your roof to 2 different colors. I don't really know why you'd want to. And obviously stone, 2 different colors. Oh, right here. No, it doesn't want to work. Alright, whatever. And then you have overhang, where you can do neat things with freestanding walls, I believe. Maybe not. I thought you could do pillars. You could if it was like a 1-story building, but whatever. I need to cancel this thing, get it out of here. It is an eyesore. This guy's selling some stuff. Since I can dig into the mountain, I'm just going to sell him all of our ores, because we don't have a blacksmith yet. Get all the gold off of that. Raise our net worth and get more people. Simple as that. Finished editing, remove this building. Get it out of here. Remove. They'll have the beds to place in there too, so let's speed this up. Let's get this going. So right now we're just trying to get our food supplies up, and we're going to try to get the weaver down in a minute so we can turn some of these plants. Yes guys, eat. Into things. We'll also need a mason so we can build a hammer for the footman. Make them hit a little bit harder. I'm not too surprised we haven't been attacked yet. Normally I rush things even more, and it raises my net worth a lot faster. And I think your net worth is directly tied to your first attack. But I don't know that for sure. Nor do I care. Like I said before, maybe, there's no cave-ins that I know of, so it doesn't actually matter if you do stupid things like this. If you angle your camera right, you can go in and see things. It gets buggy. Go into the world. Huh. Mistakes were made. Alright, let's... Whoops. So this is why you don't do what I just did. My camera is currently stuck in the ground plane. Are we good? Okay, I fixed it. Don't ever do that at home, kids. Ever. Alright. That was terrifying. I thought I already broke my game. Which, I guess I would just upload the other ones in the same series. Oh well. So as before, we craft 5 regular doors. Your material cost is right here. 5 window frames, 1 regular door. I said 5 doors, ignore that. And then I need 2 wall lanterns. Gotta get them the XPs. XP, as I haven't explained, is useful for their job abilities. Level 1, the footman gets 20% more damage. At level 2, they get a special move, which they use occasionally. And at level 4, they get an additional 40% damage, I think, unless it's just a total of 40% damage, losing out on the first 20. Hopefully it's an additional. And people like the farmer also have. Every skill set except for the regular beginner worker has skills. so their XP actually matters, because workers don't get XP. Sucks for them. You get things eventually like Nature's Surprise, which is not implemented. Occasionally the farmer's special touch yields special results. I can only imagine that's going to be like golden versions of the crop, which I assume can either be eaten or sold for a higher amount. I have no idea because it's not implemented. That'd be kind of neat. I don't see them pulling ores out of farm plots or anything like that. Or maybe it's just double the crop, which would also be fairly useful. Oh, greater yield from each plant. So that's already a thing. Whatever. I don't know. Speculation doesn't really matter in an alpha game. It's not done yet. So these guys, workers, they don't get job abilities. It's kind of silly. I think when they're working on a house, they should get XP very slowly, or each task very slowly, considering there's a lot of tasks to be done. I guess I didn't make all the beds. I don't remember what I did in the first video. I was rushing so hard. As soon as I stopped the recording, I went off and ate a pound of pizza rolls, though. That was great. It's delicious. And by that, I mean not. So there are lighting effects in this game, which are nice. Seizure warning, potentially. Let's see if I've gotten this done yet. I don't want to queue up too much like I normally do, because then things just never get done. And you generally want things to get done. Well, however, harvest that tree. I got plans for that doorway. Plans, I tell you. I might even make that 2 wide. Oh, what did I do? I'm gonna make that entrance 2 wide as well. And then when I get rid of that tree and stuff, we'll do something with that entrance. I have tried putting beds down inside of the mines and stuff, but I don't really think that made too much of a difference. At least not that I noticed. In terms of, I don't think the game recognized it as shelter, even though it was walled in. Which, spoilers. Daily update. Still no food. Confuses me greatly. Greatly confuses me. Also, this right here was a mistake. You want to make your farm plots 3 wide, because you can see that they always leave a space in the middle for walking around. Go ahead and slow it down. So it would be nice to buy some of this stuff. Obviously we can't afford all of that. I don't want to sell my food. I don't really want to sell more stone than I need to either. And you can also see that this updates as for the trader as you sell it. So, like as people put it in. That's pretty good. Although we are getting close to that time again. So let's just buy as much of this as we can. That's going to kill our wealth. But it's also going to give us leather, which is something that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise because I don't trap. So trading is necessary. Some people think it's not, but if you're like me and you don't want to waste workers on making a trapper, because I'm only going to have 3 workers left when I make the weaver, and that's why I'm holding off on that. But yeah, so I would only have 2 workers left to do anything, really, while I have a bunch of guys, which they did add this haul build mine job system, but it's really not. There's really no explanation as to what any of this stuff means. There's no tooltips or anything. So you don't know what, like, chopping trees down is the priority over mining, over building. Well, you do over building, but whatever. Alright, so that is going to be the end of episode 2. I hope everyone enjoyed what they watched. If you liked it, like the video, just so I know that non-bots are actually watching the video. And I'll see you guys in episode 3.